Well, a runaway hit series on Netflix has viewers taking on the role of judge and jury.
Legal experts agree Making a Murderer has put our justice system under the microscope. The documentary focuses on Stephen Avery. He was wrongfully convicted of rape and freed after 18 years, only to go back to prison for a murder he says he didn't commit. The Wisconsin Innocence Project worked to free Avery in his first case through DNA testing. Tonight, we go inside Minnesota's chapter. WCCO's Liz Collin shares a story of a man who knows what it's like to serve time for something he didn't do.
As a business owner in Northfield's bustling downtown, you'd likely never know all Michael Hansen has been through.
It was horrible. I worried about my life every single day.
He served 6 years in prison after being wrongfully convicted of killing his daughter, Avery.
I was sleeping right next to her. She was in the same bed with me.
Medical experts found the 3-month-old died in 2004 of accidental suffocation while she slept on her stomach. At Hansen's trial, Ramsey County's medical examiner called her death a homicide due to a skull fracture, despite the fact it had already been documented how Avery fell from a shopping cart just days before her death. Tucked inside a small building on Hamlin's campus in St. Paul, the Minnesota Innocence Project paved the way for Hansen's release.
Just a sampling of what you might see.
Bookshelves of boxes and files fill rooms, all prisoners in Minnesota, North or South Dakota, pleading their innocence.
We work with people who are claiming that they're actually innocent to do reinvestigations of their cases and prove their innocence, and we also work to prevent wrongful convictions in the future.
The nonprofit hears from at least 300 people behind bars each year, pushing it to take their case. The organization is currently investigating 40 convictions, working through some for more than a decade. 5 are in litigation, meaning the Minnesota Innocence Project is certain those prisoners are innocent.
It's a significant amount of work to undo a criminal conviction.
Since the release of Making a Murderer, this office has heard from even more people hoping for freedom. While the women won't comment on Stephen Avery's guilt or innocence, the organization believes there is great value in all that's happened since the show's release.
What it has highlighted, I think, for the average person is the potential problems in the criminal justice system.
I think it gets down to the core of what liberty means, what our system means.
Hansen has taken Stephen Avery's story personally.
There's prosecutors that want to win no matter what, and that's not the way it should be. It shouldn't be a win or lose. Everybody's losing. When you get to court, everybody's losing.
I've been through a long journey.
5 years after murder charges against him were dropped, Hansen is still getting his life back together. He's engaged and has a new son, never forgetting how fast it could be taken away.
It's a sad thing when a lot of things can be missed and someone's life will be lost. That's the truth of it. I'll never be the same.
Past studies have shown 1 to 5% of prisoners are innocent. On the low end, that's 20,000 people in the United States. Last year, Minnesota adopted a wrongful conviction compensation law. Hansen is one of 3 Minnesotans who will get at least $50,000 for each year spent in prison.